Good day, everyone. Today we discussing linear equation. Like I rightly said before now, linear equation is a function or an equation where the greatest power of x is 1. Where the greatest power of x is 1. When your x is raised to power 2, that's a quadratic equation. When you have an equation where the greatest power is 3, that's a cubic equation. So we're going to discuss linear equation where the greatest power of x is 1. And it's expressed in this form. Y equals mx plus c. Some texts they use plus c, some places they use plus k. We're going to write dissect every of them. X, y. X, y are the what? The coordinates. They are your points. X, y are your points. Then n. N is your slope. Call it the slope or the gradient. While c is the constant. And it's also the y-intercept. X and y are the points. M is the slope. And C is the constant of the y-intercept. And we take them one after the other. So let's officially start from the slope because we know our points. Points are just the numbers. We can give you at 3, 2 the coordinates, 5, 6. So these are numbers. So let's start from our slope. Let's discuss our slope. N is our slope and it's also called the gradient, which can be expressed in form of y over x. It can also be expressed in form of y2 minus y1 over what? x2 minus x1. For trigonometry, our slope is the tan, arctan, or tan inverse. That's our slope. So let's come back to this. Now, we can also write our slope. When our slope is positive, when we have a positive slope, it is going to be what? Rise over run. Rise over run. Rise over run. We'll explain that in a minute. Rise over run. That is, it tells us how our slope will go. If we're going to go up, then run. So when it is positive, the slope is going to be rise over run. That's how we count it. Then, when our slope is negative, it will be what? Fall over run. Fall over run. Now, to get our slope, for giving 2 points, we use this equation when 2 points are given. Let's get our slope given 2 points. Alright, let's go. Given points A as 1, 3 and B as minus 2, 5. Find the gradient. Find the gradient. Find the gradient. Find the gradient. We're going to find the gradient. So what is the gradient? The gradient is m, our slope, and it's expressed as y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we go. Remember, when we're given 2 points, this will be our x1 and our x2. So this is our x1 and our y1. Then this will be our x2 and our what? y2. So because the first point will be for 1, the second point will be for 2. So this is x and y. Then this is what? X and y as well. So x1, y1, x2, y2. So what are our y2 going to be? Our y2 will be what? Our y2, 5. Our y2 is 5 minus what's our y1? Our y1 is what? 3. So what's our x2? Negative 2. Minus what's our x1? Our x1 is what? 1. Our x1 is what? 1. So we solve here. 5 minus 3 is 2. Negative 2, negative 1 is what? Negative what? 3. Hence, our slope is what? Minus 2 over 3. Which is what? The negative slope is going to be what? 4 over rho. 4 over rho. It is 4 over rho. So if we're graphing it, we fall to and do what? Run 3. We'll look at that in a bit. So this is the slope given this point. Let's take another example. Given point A minus 1 minus 4, point B minus 3 minus 7. Find the gradient. So find the gradient. We use the same approach. Y equals, sorry, I said Y. M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So what's our y2? What's our y2? What's our y2? Negative 7. What's our, look at it. x1, y1. x2, y2. Now what's our y1? Negative 4. Sorry, minus negative 4. Now, what's our x2? Our x2 is what? Negative 3. Minus, what's our x1? Our x1 is what? Negative 1. So this negative cancels out to give us positive. So I want to create a space. So we are going to have over here. So we're going to have negative 7 plus 4. We're going to have negative 7. Okay. Our slope is y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1, giving points A and B. We have y2 as negative 7, y1 as negative 4. So negative 7 minus negative 4. The negative cancel out to give us positive value. Then x2 is negative 3, y x1 is what? Negative 1. So negative 3 minus negative 1. The two negative cancel out to give us positive. So this is what we are going to have. So we're going to have our n equals negative 7 plus 4 over negative 3 plus 1, which is what? Negative 7 plus 4. Negative 7 plus 4 is what? Negative 3 over negative 1 plus 2 is negative 2. So if these two cancel out, we are left with 3 over 2. This is a positive slope. Hence, our slope 3 over 2 is what? Rise over run. We're going to rise 3 and run 2. This will take effect when we start graphing. This will take effect when we start graphing. Thank you.